It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Jackson with the screen. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified. Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Morant with a wide-open look. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Curry with the three. Here's Green. Got a hand on it. Left side, Bain. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, that's a careless foul. Look, you like that he's being aggressive, but you also have to be disciplined.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Out left to the wing. A nice shot by Moody.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Wells. Shoots over Podziemski. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Three-pointer. And another three for Golden State.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thanks, David. To the wing right side. Here's Edey. Misses from close range. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Deflects the pass. And that's going to be a travel. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Trace Jackson Davis, Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Buddy Hield.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Pass to Payton. Golden State moving it around. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Unloads. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Wells in the corner. Here's Edey to end the run. The shot from the low post is good. Edey's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Wells wide open. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
The shot by Payton, no good. Up in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Warriors leading by 4. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Well, from the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Curry going inside, and it's blocked. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Bane. There's the screen. Pass to Edey. Just 5 to shoot. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Warriors shooting their first free throw this game. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Pajemski. Green, the screen. Down low. The jump hook. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Morant, that's for 2. And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Curry. Swiped it away. Pass to Wells. Jackson with the screen. The kick out to Bain. Here's Edey. No good. That would have tied it. The Warriors leading. Here's Payton. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And so it's Memphis with it. After back-to-back 50-win season stand, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
Substitution for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball. And here is Butler. Here's Podziemski. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Jackson. Into the lane. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Three-pointer Hield. A second chance effort. Wells grabs the miss.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Morant. Here's Edey. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Golden State moving it around. A nice shot by Moody.
Assisted by
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Morant. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
Here's Moody. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Moody's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Gets it off, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. 10-point lead, this is their biggest. Outside Butler. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Time now to turn to our side